Yo guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K21 Next Gen My NBA episode on the channel. Before I do get started, as always, before I do start this new series, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. This was a very highly requested series. My first expansion series popped off with the Vancouver Wildcats. We didn't get too far in the playoffs in our second and final season, but we're coming different here on Next Gen. We're coming different. We're staying in the Western Conference. But I'm not gonna tell you who I am. You're about to see though. Let's get right into the video. So the rules I'm doing this time, I'm keeping every rule staying on except I'm gonna turn off stipend rule and 30, 60, 90-day rule, which is usually how it is. Putting on these role-playing elements, salary cap, hard cap, luxury tax, all gonna be on. And I have all of these on just so I can adjust sliders and expansion teams and adjust the league and all that jazz. We are going to be in the Northwest Division. We're going to the city of Seattle, bringing a team back to Seattle, Washington. Seattle fans have been heartbroken since they lost their team when they relocated to Oklahoma City. And we're going with a more modernized Seattle Supersonics look. I'm still trying to find the one I like. Hold on, let me find it. And this is the Sonics logo and branding that I really did like. It's a modernized take on the Sonics logo and the Sonics uniforms. They're going to be playing at Key Arena. Fair warning, I don't know if that's actually an arena in Seattle, so if it's not, then I definitely will switch it to an actual arena. But this is the look we're going to go with, and that's going to be our expansion team out west, Northwest Division. That includes the Blazers, I believe the Kings are with the Lakers, the Blazers, the Timberwolves. Who else in the division? Blazers, Timberwolves, Thunder, Nuggets, and Jazz. That's going to be our division. We have a pretty rough division. 3 title contenders, if you consider the Blazers a title contender, and then the Thunder and T-Wolves. And out east, I did give it a little bit of thought. We're going to the Southwest Division. We're going to the city of Louisville, the city I am going on vacation to next weekend, Louisville, Kentucky, and I already have a team in uniform picked out. I think this is the one. Yes, I love the white and gold look. The Louisville Reign in the Southwest Division, alongside the Wizards, alongside the Heat, Hornets, Hawks, and Magic. Probably one of the worst divisions in the NBA. We're going to be playing 8-minute quarters for this series, best of 7 all playoffs, 82 game season. I don't want to automate any off-season. Protected players, we're going to knock it down to... No, we're going to keep it at 8. We are going to keep it at 8. Going to keep all of that. Keep the cap where it's at. Trade deadline. Keep all of that. Injuries. No, we're going to play injuries on. Injuries on adds that extra... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you know what I'm talking about. We're going to put sim difficulty on Hall of Fame. And then we're going to adjust the sliders in-game next episode. If you do know how my episode 1s usually go, they usually are just a team-building episode, and with expansion teams, I definitely do want to keep that going where I build my team in the first episode. So that's most likely what we're going to do, pick our team, the Supersonics, and let's look at what players teams are protecting. Dwight Howard is unprotected. He could be a big one. Ooh, Danny Green. Okay, Bryn Forbes. I do love Bryn Forbes. Otto Porter's always a good trade piece with his contract. The Cavs they're not giving us anything to play with. Peyton Pritchard, he's going to be unprotected. He could be a young prospect for us. Nick Batum, Luke Kennard, bro. If you watch my Celtics series, you know I love Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard definitely could be someone we could pick up. D'Anthony Melton. Bogdan Bogdanovic. Interesting. Definitely going to keep my eyes out for him. Duncan Robinson's out there. We don't talk about this guy. Heat outside of Duncan Robinson don't really have anybody. Ersan Ilyasova for the Jazz. I do love Ersan Ilyasova. He definitely could be someone we could bring in. Jabari Parker. As a Bucks fan, I do love Jabari Parker, but I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to bring him in. Frank Ntilikina and Kevin Knox are going to be up for the Knicks. Wesley Matthews for the Lakers. Michael Carter-Williams could be a young PG for us. All right, I'm done. Ooh, Joe Harris. He could be nice. DeAndre Jordan. Okay, I'm done looking through teams. We're just going to jump right into the expansion draft. The Louisville Reign have the first pick in the expansion draft, and they take Dwight Howard. We have pick number 2 and 3. I'm leaning towards Draymond Green. Ooh, Wiggins. There's Wiggs. I like Wiggs. Okay, I'm definitely going to take Draymond Green for that veteran defensive presence here in Seattle. I think my second pick, the young man Thomas Bryant. I do kind of like Thomas Bryant, but Joe Harris, man. Joe Harris is too good to pass up. And what are the odds? They draft, oh my God, they start off drafting 2 centers, then they take Otto Porter. Okay, I'm going to take Carmelo Anthony. Melo can start at the 3 for us. We love Carmelo Anthony around here. Who do we got? Can I not look at who we have? Yeah, I can. Drafted players. Okay, we have a power forward and 2 small forwards. That's okay. Joe Harris and Melo will share the small forward minutes, or Draymond and Melo will share the minutes. Figure that out later. I do want a starting point guard. I like George Hill. I also do love Patty Mills. Patty Mills is an insanely good shooter. Holy heck. Okay, I'm definitely going Patty Mills as our starting point guard for now. The Reign take TJ McConnell and Jared Vanderbilt. Okay, that is all good with me. I do need a starting 2 guard. I don't really want DeAnthony Melton. Terrence Ross could be something nice for us. Josh Hart. Jake Crowder. I love Jake Crowder, but he's not at the position we're looking for. Bogdan Bogdanovic definitely is that starting shooting guard caliber of a player. And then we're on to our bench unit already, man. Kyle Kuzma. Okay. Kyle Kuzma definitely could be somebody I'm interested in. Moxie Kleber, Boban Marjanovic, Bainesy. This expansion draft class is stacked, but I'm going to pick up a veteran PG to come off the bench, and his name is George Hill. Okay, I didn't see who the Reign picked, but I do know they picked Josh Hart. I don't know who their other pick was. But right now, we have 2 power forwards, a starter and a backup. We have a small forward, a point guard, 2 point guards, and a shooting guard. We don't have a big man just yet. I know we can trade for a decent big man. There's Georgiou Dieng, who's a good 3-point shooter. He's a little on the older side, but he's also solid. I could get Kuzma. We do have a lot of guys at the power forward position already, though. So Kuzma really would just be trade bait. Bryn Forbes, I love Bryn Forbes. His release is clean. Duncan Robinson's still up. Jabari, okay. There's a lot of players I like and that I would love to have in Seattle. But I am looking for a big man still. Nerlens Noel, he's terrible 3-point shooter. That floor spacing would be... Actually, we do have a lot of good shooters. Dario Saric, yeah. No, yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Dario Saric here. A big man that can space the floor is what I'm looking for. I really love that floor spacing. I don't want a crowded lineup. So we do want a backup shooting guard. There's Grayson Allen, there's Terrence Ross and DeAnthony Melton. Honestly, I'm going to jump the gun, and pick up Luke Kennard as my shooting guard. Okay, they took Paul Millsap and Josh Hart. They take Grayson Allen and Dylan Windler with their picks. What round are we in? I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, we're in round 9. 5 rounds left. I'm going to go with Kyle Kuzma. Get him off the board. I know I wanted Kuzma. And I could trade one of our older power forwards on bigger contracts like Draymond Green for a solid starter and still be good at the power forward position with Kyle Kuzma. And I think I'm going to go... You know what? We got to go Boban Marjanovic as our backup center. And they take Saban Lee and Peyton Pritchard. Okay, Cody Zeller's just sitting there. He's probably going to end up going back to the Hornets in all honesty. I want to take Ilyasova. We're very good at the power forward position already, so I'm going to skip on Ilyasova. Bryn Forbes could be someone I'm interested in. Bryn Forbes or Duncan Robinson, both elite shooters. I'm really good with Duncan Robinson if you watched my Wizard series, but I'm going to go with Bryn Forbes, switch things up in this one. We have another pick right after that. Backup small forward, there's Matt Thomas. Love Matt Thomas, very good elite shooter. James Ennis, Patrick McCaw, 3 rings, 3-peated. Ignaz Brazdeikis, Kenyon Martin Jr., the young small forward, but his 3-point percentage in 2K isn't great. Anthony Lamb, Dwayne Bacon, really short at the small forward position. I think I'm going to take best player available and go James Ennis. The Reign take Cody Zeller, who I just said was going to go back to Charlotte, and they take Duncan Robinson. Okay, we're going to go Jabari, even though I said we're done with power forwards. I'm taking Jabari. I love Jabari as a Bucks fan. And then PJ Tucker. Yeah, PJ Tucker is going to also be another backup big man. At this point, we're just drafting role players. We're not drafting anyone who's going to really play meaningful minutes. So they take Ersan Ilyasova as their final player. Let's get into some trades. Let's try to build this roster. I am going to load a draft class. Going to be the 2021 draft class, because this obviously is not going to be a one season thing, because at the end of the day we are a expansion team. So right off the bat, they want us to have our weekly meeting, and I think I'm going to call in the head coach. Myleague honestly might not stay as our head coach. Who knows? That's not me. I'm going to have to change what my guy looks like. We're going to compliment the coach just for now. Really impressed with how you built that squad, even though I built it. So as it stands, this is our starting five. Patty Mills, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Joe Harris, Draymond Green, and Dario Saric. Honestly, I'd rather have Carmelo Anthony than Draymond Green. And I know Draymond Green has decent trade value, so I'm going to package Draymond Green and a 2022 first to see if I can get any franchise changing team. Oh my god, Chris Middleton could come to Seattle off rip. I could get Mitchell Robinson, who would be a great big man, Miles Turner, Victor Oladipo, Yusuf Nurkic, Wiggins. I don't want to make it unrealistic and just trade for all-stars right off the bat, so I'm not going to go Chris Middleton, even though I should have. I really should go Chris Middleton. You know what? We're going to do it. Draymond Green, a 2022 first-round pick, and Jabari Parker for Jordan Nwora and Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton's going to be our only all-star caliber player for this season. James Christian Middleton. If you know me personally, you know this is one of my favorite players currently in the NBA. He's just a great three-level scorer. He can score inside. He can score in the mid-range. He can score three-pointers. He can score off the dribble. His IQ is through the roof. We love Chris Middleton around these parts, and he is now the first option on a team. He honestly will probably play the shooting guard position, and then Joe Harris will stay starting at the 3. Yeah, he's going to stay a small forward, but he's going to start at the 2. Melo's going to start at the 4. I do want to bring in a big man, though. Dario Saric is not going to cut it for me. We're going to change him to a power forward, 82 overall. I'm not going to trade Finder because I'm not looking for an all-star center. Let's put that out there right now. I'm not looking for an all-star center. I want to keep it somewhat realistic. Even though I did just trade Draymond Green for Chris Middleton, is what it is. I can't go to Team Intel. Okay, I cannot do that. So we are going to have to trade Finder. We're going to package Dario Saric a second. And we have so many good players. Let's throw in PJ Tucker. We have a lot of power forwards. Let's thin ourselves out at that position. We get Lauri Markkanen, Jared Allen, Precious Achiuwa. Oh my lord, Precious Achiuwa really fits. Oh, Mitchell Robinson. Jackson Hayes also. Oh, and JJ Redick. Okay, I'm going to keep going through, but I think I found a trade I love. Okay, so keep in mind, I know this is not the best trade available. I know it's not the best trade available. If I was going for the best trades available, I would be going for probably that Mitchell Robinson trade, the Lauri Markkanen trade, or the Jared Allen trade. But I'm looking to just make this team younger and bring some youth to the squad. I want to keep it somewhat realistic, and we're going to ship Dario Saric for a 20-year-old Jackson Hayes. I love his athleticism. Then we're going to send PJ Tucker for a veteran lights-out shooter in JJ Redick and give him 2 second-round picks. Love that trade. And we now have a new starting big man. He's not as good of a shooter, but we have the man James Christian Middleton, who is an elite shooter. And then Jackson Hayes definitely starting over Bobby. Bobby's going to be our 10th man. Sorry to say it, Bobby. We have a very good shooting starting 4 players. With Patty Mills, who's a great shooter. Bogdan Bogdanovic is elite. Chris Middleton's elite. Melo's elite. And then we have Jackson Hayes, who is a very athletic big man and good on the boards. Joe Harris, elite off the bench. George Hill, Kuzma, James Ennis, Boban Marjanovic. Honestly, James Ennis is going to slide out of the rotation for JJ Redick. I just love JJ Redick. He's definitely going to be our backup shooting guard. I completely forgot Bogdan Bogdanovic existed. When I was building this team, I intended Chris Middleton to start at the 2, and then Joe Harris at the 3. But I can't excuse sitting Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's just such a good shooter. And that's he's going to be our spot-up guy for the starting 5. I know Joe Harris could do the same job, but Bogdanovic is going to be our spot-up shooter for in our starting 5. Middleton will honestly probably be our primary ball handler. We're going to set our coaching to first option Chris Middleton. Offensive focus going to be play through star. Second scoring option is going to be Bogdan. Third is going to be Melo. Honestly, we're going to be playing through Chris Middleton. He's going to be our primary ball handler. He's going to be doing everything for us on the offensive end. He's probably going to be averaging 30 points a game, if I'm being honest. We might not win a lot of games, but Middleton definitely is going to get that all-star nod. So we now are chit-chatting with our assistant coach, peak LeBron versus peak MJ. Who do you build a team around? My assistant coach said, I'm taking Bron. I agree. Not going to get into that, though. I'm taking Bron as well. Dude can do it all. Score, pass, defend. He's a total package. Anyone can fit around him. Why? Who would you take? I do go back and forth on it in real life, but I feel like I do take LeBron. That's not my real opinion. All right, then I'm taking MJ. No one had a better sense of the moment. He's the greatest competitor of all time, the greatest scorer of all time. No, he's not. And an incredible defender. He could lock up anyone. He is not the greatest scorer of all time, but he is one of the greatest competitors and an incredible defender. 8 straight finals appearances. Count the rings, baby. Man, I wish I could respond to that. Okay, Myleague Mack is going to stay our coach for season 1. Michael Odom, after what he just said, I might have to get him out of here. No, I'm just playing. Dwayne Sharp's my assistant. Honestly, no, I'm going to get him out of here. Get out of here. Call him into my office. Come here. Come talk to me, Dwayne. Get out of my office. Your work ethic's pathetic and you're simply not up to the standards of this organization. We're terminating your employment, Dwayne. Effective immediately. Get the fuck out of my office. Actually, we're on a plane. Or a bus. One of the two. Switching him for my boy Benjamin Moore. B+ potential, B- C as his other rating. He's better than Dwayne Sharp. Benjamin Moore, happy to be here, GM. Is there anything you could hash out first? Nope. We're going to get right to it. Give you some money. Come to Seattle and be my man. Pause. He wants 280K. I'll give you 299. How's that sound? That's fantastic. All right, you're my new assistant. Go get me a coffee, homie. Go get me a coffee, homie. I'm going to change our tactical training to offensive consistency, our physical training to speed, then our fundamental training to hands. We want to keep our hands up there. Okay, save that. So I know I could have this team with like 3 to 4 all-stars on it, but I know I could build this team to be an insane squad, but I don't want to get ahead of myself in season 1 because in my Sixers series, I had a comment saying it was very unrealistic of me to have 4 all-stars on the team. And especially in expansion series, you don't see a team come into the league and instantly have like 3 all-stars on the squad. It's just not something that happens. Chris Middleton's going to be our guy. I want to bring in some better players in the starting 5. Like I'd be down to trade Patty Mills, even though I like the idea of having Patty Mills start for us at point guard. If I packaged him and say, dude, I have 3 elite shooters off the bench. Him and Bryn Forbes. Did I not hit Bryn Forbes? I did not. Oh, because I can't. James Ennis and Patty Mills. Shake Milton and Danny Green. Brooke Lopez and Pat Connaughton. Pat Bev. I like Chris Dunn. Kendrick Nunn. Oh my god. Malik Monk, Bojan Bogdanovic, the other Bogdanovic. We could have them both on our squad. I'm looking for youth here. Season 1, I'm looking for youth. Monte Morris is younger than Patty Mills. We're trading away 2 very aging players. Dennis Smith Jr., Delon Wright, TJ McConnell, Josh Hart from our expansion team rivals. Theo Maledon. Let me check out Theo Maledon. He's a shot creator. It's not important that he plays for a winner. That's big. We could steal him from the current Sonics, the Thunder. We could steal him from him. He's a B+ 3-point shooter. Patty Mills is a better shooter, but Theo Maledon has the youth. We're trading away 2 older players for a 19-year-old point guard. I'm doing it for the youth. And then I'm gonna have Theo Maledon. Hold on. I know what this stuff is. I'm gonna have Theo Maledon. Where's he at? Theo Maledon get mentored by George Hill. There's George Hill. Slithery finisher, difficult shots, and hot shot. He's going to get mentored by George Hill. And then we're gonna have, where's he at? My guy Jordan Nwora get mentored by his other former Buck, Chris Middleton. Get him catch and shoot, not corner specialist, antifreeze, and blinders. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care for Mike Muscala. I'm gonna trade him in a 2024 second. See if I can just get a decent role player, maybe a first round pick out of it. 2021 first round pick from the Hawks. Yeah, I like that trade. Give me that. It's lottery protected. I don't care. 2 seconds and Mike Muscala for that pick. So we go to system proficiency. We really don't have anything that fits us in the moment. Perimeter centric is honestly going to be our best bet. We're going to go to coach game plan here. I'm going to have Theo Maledon starting over George Hill. Honestly, yeah. Theo Maledon's going to start over George Hill. Never played with Theo, but he is going to be our starter. We're going to give him the most minutes we can get. Bogdan Bogdanovic starting at the 2, Middleton at the 3, Melo at the 4, and then Jackson Hayes at the 5 over Boban Marjanovic. Boban's still going to have a good amount of minutes, but he's not going to be starting. Jackson Hayes, give him 30, give Melo 30, and give Bogdan 30. Before I wrap this one up, I'm going to call Chris Middleton to the office, have a little chit chat with our franchise #1 option. He's a sneakerhead. He likes sneakers. Oh my lord. I'm sort of kind of trying to get into that world, but I don't know where to start. It's daunting. Here's what you do. Start by familiarizing yourself with Jordans. They started the whole thing, they go by numbers. So you got 1, 2s, 5s, 13s, whatever. There's 30 something Jordans so far, and each of them come in a million varieties with a billion colorways. But for my money, the best J's are 1s and 3s. They're classics and they're not too flashy. You can wear them whenever. So look at some 1s, look at some 3s, figure out what kind of vibe you want, then pull the trigger on a pair. Chris Middleton is spitting, bro. You can get them from Nike Direct, or if you want more variety, you can go to resale markets like StockX, but a lot of those cost like thousands of dollars, so make sure you filter by price. Middleton spitting knowledge. Just Google Jordan 3s and find a pair you like. Can you do that? Oh no, man. I don't know if I can do that. Oh my god. We love Chris Middleton around these parts, bro. And that is going to wrap up episode 1 of the Seattle Supersonics expansion, Myleague. Make sure to show it some love down below. And as always, peace. And if there are some players you want to see me bring in, like some role players, maybe a few starters, let me know in the comment section below. Peace.